and welcome back to another review here on Mars. As always, I'm your host, A-Rap Money, and if this happens to be your first review here at Mars, consider hitting that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button, as we are going to be getting to a very nice review here for Devil Jin. Now, one thing I will say before this review begins is that the wind is blowing a little bit, and that may pick up in the camera, may pick up on the review. I do apologize for that if it does get a little bit annoying. This is the things we deal with Mother Nature. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into this review. Now first, let me address the elephant in the room, because if you saw my Tokido Oma review, then you know he came with a interchangeable torso. Well, unfortunately, with Devil Jin, that is not going to be the case, which seems it's a huge letdown in my opinion, because that would have been something extremely awesome. But I did look on the Storm Collectible website, and Devil Jin actually went up for pre-order before Tokido, so it kind of makes sense because of that, and also because if you saw that review, you can see all the when I changed the torso, when I changed the torso, you saw all the parts involved and things like that. And because this Devil Jin has the wings, I think that's another reason why. So let's go ahead and get into this review officially now, and just take a look at how good Storm Collectibles nailed this figure. Once again, the muscle definition, the details of the muscles always is on point with Storm Collectibles. Arguably the best toy line out there, who are really redefining what it means to provide a figure that has that muscle texture and everything. You can just see it here how really great it is. One thing I love about this Jin is that, like in the video game, of course, he has his boots on, so now he's not barefoot. He's got his boots, he's got his chains, and it just looks very good, everyone. You're probably wondering about the wings. So here's the wings here from the back. Now you can adjust the wings here. They can, expand out, so you get that wide range there. Looking very good. Very good indeed. You can make him flap as well. So all that is very good stuff here. As you can see, looking just amazing. Very good, Storm Collectibles, very good. So let's go ahead and jump into articulation here. So obviously you see the wings here. They can flap in and out, and they can go up and down as well. Okay, so that's all you're gonna get with the wings. Now with the head, he can look up this much. And for those of you who are wondering if his eyes are yellow, they are. I kind of wish Storm Collectibles would have, I don't know, maybe spread the hair piece apart a little bit more, so we can actually get that eye-to-eye contact with Devil Jin. I mean, you really gotta move the hair around for you to be able to see it, really, but it's there. It's definitely yellow. So yeah, that's just one little thing. He can lean to the left, lean to the right. You can look up and down, of course, down this much here, and then of course I'm sure the head can rotate, but we're not going to do that. Go ahead and bring him down. So look at that. This looks so good, y'all. Then you got the sun in the back coming to shine down on the angel here. All right, so T-pose, no problem there, of course. Arms can go up here. He is single jointed there. Well, actually it's double jointed, but because of again the big muscles and things like that, he's going to be limited there. There is a bicep swivel. You got your butterfly joint as well, of course. It's there. The wrist does rotate, and one cool thing to note is that you can take off the hand and then remove the gauntlet there, so you can kind of have him like this as well, which, I mean, it doesn't look as great, but you can still do it, and he's still flexing over here. So that's something you can do with Devil Jin. And I like how they added all the marking and stuff. He still has his tattoo, and just very good stuff here. As you can tell, I'm very excited for this figure. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the ab crunch. Look at the sun, y'all. Look at the sun. All right, let's go ahead and get into the ab crunch. So, you know, not much going on here. There really is no ab crunch. It's all like at the waist, pretty much. And that's because of the seamless torso. And again, if you take this out here, so you can kind of see it down, well, it kind of blends in, but there is a black piece in there that you can snap the wing into. And I believe the reason why, again, we didn't get that interchangeable torso is because of that black piece there. Maybe if I was to change it, you know, I don't know, maybe they could have done it, but for some reason it didn't happen, and it is what it is. To really confirm, I think Orchi from King of Fighters, he also has a seamless torso. So if he comes with the interchangeable torso, then that just proves to me that it's because of the wings with this Devil Jin, or it's because Devil Jin had already gone up for pre-order and all the licensing and all that stuff had already been taken care of, and it was just too late for them to include the interchangeable torso. That is my theory on that subject. So yeah, again, he's gonna bend at the waist here, and this is how much he can go, which is still very decent. And then going back, he can go this far back, but you're gonna get that little gap there, which, you know, it's okay because all that's in there is black, so it kind of blends in. You really can't notice it that much. So let's get into the legs here. All right. So for the legs, he can, you know, it's not that 90 degree, but it's you know, damn near close to it. So that's pretty good. The leg does have a oh man, there's a leg swivel. Let's go ahead and hit the split. Yeah, so the split's decent. I mean, that's very good. Good split here. It's kind of awkward with the wings in the way, but there you are. Yeah, so you can even get these suckers all the way like that. So yeah, the split looks good. No issue there. With the legs here, again, you know, they're double jointed, but because you have these big pants and stuff like that, and even still, it looks very good. I was able to pull that off pretty nice. And then you do have a little bit of rocking there in the boots, not too much, not something, you know, impressive by any means necessary, but there's a toe pivot as well. So that's always good, especially with these boots. And yeah, I mean, that's it for the articulation, but still, like, this figure just, it hits, you know. It's a good figure, and I'm so glad Storm did this figure because here it is and it looks good. All right, drop there, but it's okay. So next up, we are going to get into the accessories and then finish off with the conclusion. So be right back. All right, everyone, so moving into the accessories here, he's going to come with his closed fist there and then his neutral face, and that's always going to be like the default. Now with that, we're also going to be getting 2 additional head sculpts. Here we have Double Jin screaming, and I'm just going to move the hair out the way so you can kind of see the eye. I hope you can see it there, but it is indeed yellow. There, it even looks like it's glowing a little bit. So yeah, here is his screaming head sculpt here. It looks very good. Next up, we have one with him grinning his teeth. He's a little angry here. Again, I really wish they would have maybe, you know, taken a few of these out of the way so you can see his eyes. Because even if you look, like here on the box, which by the way, I forgot to mention, the box again is a nice appropriate size box, like really good. And I hope going forward Storm Collectibles do decide to use these smaller boxes here. But anyways, I mean, you can kind of see that, you know, the hair is a little visible. I mean, the hair is kind of in the way, but it just doesn't transition well from the, you know, the design into the figure. But it's still very good. All right, now moving on. We're going to get 3 additional pairs of hands here. And these, I can't remember, these do play a role in the game. Comment below and remind me. I think it's just like an end of the match pose, but Yeah, or it might have been when he does his laser beams. But yeah, these are very good here. You can see the amount of detail. Even like the spirals here on the inside is very good. Again, so here's one pair. And then we just have open, relaxed hands here as well. Again, really showing off that great detail in the gloves and fingers and everything like that. Very nice. All right, and then lastly is our last pair here. And these are like the gripping hands. So that would do it for the hands there, and the accessories totally. One thing I really wish they would have added his like beam effect. I feel like you can't have Devil Jin without being able to have his laser beam effect. One second while I put all these up real quick. Okay, all put away. Now let's go ahead, get him centered here. And again, if you all have been, keeping up with me and watching my reviews, especially like just ever, I hardly do size comparisons, but today I have made an exception. So we've got the one, the only, worst dad in the Tekken franchise, Jin Kazuya. And then we have the underdog himself, the one, the only from Street Fighter. Coming from Street Fighter, we've got Evil. We've got Evil Ryu just as the sun begins to hit. And here he is here, the little grunt of the bunch. But there's your size comparison with all your demons there, all your devil forms, your evil forms, and so on. So this is what you're looking at here. Okay, all with the majestic sun in the background. So now to conclude this review of Devil Jin, I gotta say, like, there's only 2 letdowns with this figure. I mean, wow, look at that shot. There's only 2 letdowns with this figure, okay? That's the fact that he doesn't come with the laser beam accessory. Okay, he doesn't come with the laser accessory. That's a letdown. And the interchangeable torso. I feel like if he came with those 2, this figure would be damn near perfect. No, this figure would be perfect. But I am keeping my hopes up that if they release an exclusive, maybe we'll get something in addition. I mean, look at Kazuya here, okay? He was an event exclusive for 2020, and he came with a laser beam. He came with battle damage. He came with the eye on his forehead. So it is possible, ladies and gentlemen. It is very much possible. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Stick around for the photos. And as always, we'll see you next time. Peace.